It's Natasha.
And it's Jess.
And that is it from the red carpets of the Brit Awards 2024. However, there have been some highlights along the way. It's International Women's Day. You had girl power. You set off a whole movement. Have you got any, what would you say to your younger self? What advice would you give?
Wow, you know, being a Spice Girl, we're so incredibly proud of the legacy, you know, that we're leaving behind. It was so kind of unintentional when we started as a pop group because of the sexism that we experienced. We wanted to talk about girl power, we wanted to do it for the girls, and what's so wonderful now, we're here at the Brits and there are so many female artists that are represented tonight, so that's something we feel very proud about. And I think to my younger self it would be, you know, just believe and know that, you know, everybody is equal and everybody is you know, capable of doing the things that they want to achieve. There shouldn't be anything, the gender should not hold you back in any sense.
And speaking of the Brit Awards, of course, everyone has one of those favourite Brit Awards moments. A lot of people say it was your moment on stage. What was your favourite moment?
Well, I think it was that night. So yeah, opening the Brits in 1997 was pretty amazing. Winning 3 awards that night and offering Liam Gallagher out for a fight. All happened in it was a busy night.
So what are you looking forward to tonight then?
All the performances and seeing who's won. You know, I think all the categories are so strong and there's so many deserving winners. I think even just to be nominated is such a good thing.
And you're always busy. There's rumours on the cards for Glastonbury this year. Can you tell us any more about that?
No Glasgow this year for the Spice Girls, I'm afraid. You know, it's something we'd love to do and I think it would be really special and magical. I hope and pray it will happen one day. But personally for me, new music, few shows through the year. I'm DJing quite a lot at the moment as well, so keeping busy.
You've won a few Brit Awards in your time. What was that moment like for you, winning?
I don't know.
We didn't turn up for the years that we won. We didn't turn up. The year we turned up, we lost.
So you jinxed it.
Yeah, we performed once, and that was a great time.
Yeah.
So, but we've won 2, but the trophies never showed up.
Did they get lost in the post?
Maybe yeah, customs. Maybe someone thought it was a bomb. I have no idea.
Or maybe they're sitting in a case for us here tonight, and someone will give them to us. I don't know.
It could be. Talking about the performance, then, what was that moment like for you, and what is so unique about the Brits crowd?
I mean, I think compared to like the Grammys, everybody's really uptight and is really kind of focused on wanting to win, you know, so much. So it looks like a lot of people are catatonic in the audience. But for us, it's, you know, we're born to party. So, but being here, it's a lot more fun and carefree. So.
Life has been crazy for you post the Traitors. You've left the military. What was that experience been like for you coming out of it?
Yeah, I mean, it's weird. I'm a civilian now, so it's really weird to be. I don't know. It's the weirdest experience because it was like one of them days. Obviously, I left on Tuesday, so it's really recent. But it was one of them days. I said to Anna, it was like you could cry at any given moment, but not in a weird way. It was just like, because that's all I've ever known since 16, and it's grown me into the person I was. But I always knew it was going to come around. I just didn't know it'd be that quick. But that's how fast life can move sometimes. So it is what it is, and we just keep going, keep the ball rolling. Yeah.
So tell us what's next for you then.
I mean, I've signed with Amazing Management now, so hopefully any opportunity they get, they're the bosses again. I mean, I just want to work like a donkey for the year or for however long, and just any opportunity I get given, grab with both hands and just give it my all and just be myself. So we shall see. It's exciting stuff.
And what did all your military mates make of you being on TV?
Yeah,
You got credited quite a lot for that.
I was out with one of my best mates from the military. We was out with him last night, and I think he hadn't realised how crazy it was, and people was asking for photos, and he was just like, because he just knows me as the random kid, obviously called Clarky in the block, you know, who just says the most randomest of stuff. And then now people are asking me for photos, but they've been so supportive. They're so excited to. I just think it's like they see one of their own just doing the things that is crazy. So it's like, how could you not be proud, really? But they're amazing. I love them all.
All right, then, as a civilian, have you got a message for the troops?
Yeah, I mean, thank you. That's all I can say. I mean, and anything's possible. I went from wanting to be a paratrooper to turning out to be an avionics technician to then being in the Traitors castle and then working on TV and media and then being at the Brit Awards. So it's like no path in life is straight and it's always wobbly, but you can get to wherever you want to get to, and it's going to be random all the time. So just take whatever life throws at you, really, and just thank you.
I'm looking forward to just some great talent, just being here, being in this community. I mean, I think the Brits have really created such a good creative community, and it's fun to just come and be part of it. I haven't been to the Brits for a long time.
So you got nominated. What advice are you giving to nominees? Because that feeling before anything's announced, it must be quite tense.
Well, I got nominated, but I didn't win. So I didn't really feel very tense about it, because I think the thing is that you get nominated, you've already done something great. So it's just like, it doesn't really, like, to me, it's like the reason that you're there is that everyone likes your music, so you already won. So that sounds like someone who hasn't one thing to say. But it is how I feel. And like for me, like I love when I'm in a crowd and you feel the audience singing with you. You know, I think that really what these kind of events are about, giving people respect. And I love things like that. I love that we're giving Kylie Minogue respect, because she deserves to be respected by her peers.
It's about time, isn't it?
It is, it really is. And you know, it's not easy to do what she's done. You know, and pop music, like I remember 20 years ago when I first came out with pop music, there was definitely this thing about pop music is like not as cool, but it's really not. It's actually it's like the craft of writing a pop song is really intelligent, and it's really takes a lot of work, and like it needs to be recognized as an art form, because it is.
100%. And you know what? It's great to see everyone being recognised. And you know, Kylie, especially for Global Icon, she's going to be performing tonight. Is there anyone in particular you're like, yes, I can't wait to see them, you know, in real life?
I think that it would be lovely to meet Dua Lipa. I haven't met her, but I've been very impressed by her in the way that she has everything. Like, she's an incredible voice, an incredible dancer and songwriter, and she's kind of the full package. It would be good to meet her.
Now, I'm really excited because you're back in the charts.
Yes, yes. So my song is number 12. Can you believe it? And it's been in the charts 20 years ago. So that's never happened to me before. Very exciting. Yeah.
So what was that like when you found out that it was back in the charts? Because this is all because it's in a film.
Yeah, so Unwritten is in a movie called Anyone But You, and it's a rom-com. And yeah, as people were leaving the theatre, they filmed themselves singing and dancing, and then that went viral on TikTok, and then more people watched the movie, and it's been an amazing kind of collaboration of a movie and a song. You know, and the director is amazing. He wrote the song. The song is like a character in the movie, basically. So it's incredible.
Because actually, just recently, lots of old songs are making a comeback. You know, yours is, Sophie Ellis-Bextor. I mean, do you think this is the way it's going to go forward now, bringing all these songs back?
I've always felt like, I've always had a healthy respect for the song. You know, the song is king, is what my songwriters and I, we're always, you know, when I'm collaborating with them, we're always like, it's just, like everything else is kind of fashion, you know, how it sounds. But if it's a good song, it should sound good on a guitar, or it should sound good when it's produced up with a beat. So for me, it kind of, you know, back in the day, like Frank Sinatra and some of those like Motown songs, a lot of people would sing the same song, you know, and they would share the song, or the song was its own thing. So that's how I see it, and the song coming back around, I love it, and it kind of proves that theory in a way that a good song is a good song.
It definitely shows that it stands the test of time to be able to make a comeback. But what's next for you?
Yeah, I always wondered, like, if the song was, you know, when you produce, you always wonder if it's going to be timeless. So you try to use sounds that will be timeless. What's next for me is I'm in the studio and I'm writing the next album. And it's the 20th anniversary of Unwritten this year. So we're going to celebrate that as well, and hopefully do a big show here in England.
Oh, can't wait. That's going to be incredible.
I'm singing at a lot of festivals as well, in Scotland and in England and Ireland.
So we definitely have to keep a lookout for you and get hold of those tickets ASAP. But just finally, it's International Women's Day coming up. What advice would you give to your younger self?
Well, I mean, I wrote a song called Unwritten. It was to my younger self when I was 14, and it was just about not getting so wrapped up in what other people want you to be. You know, really, it's like up to us, and we can write it a day at a time. We don't have to know the future. Just kind of like start just going towards what feels good.
Is there one Brits moment that always sticks out for you in Brits history?
I mean, it's really mad actually, because you look back and some of the most incredible people have hosted this show. Right? You go through all the names of the people who've done it, and there's been some amazing people, like genuinely the cream of the crop of British presenters have hosted this show. And so I'm really excited for like Roman to do it this year with Maya and Clara, and I just think it's really exciting. One of the most sort of I think iconic moments that I can remember, which I sent to Davina McCall the other day, was the moment where Brandon Block was on stage, and it was all like heated and all of that stuff with who was the other person involved? I can't remember, but it was that was very fun.
Speaking of fun hosting moments, of course, the Masked Singer. Tell us more about that and what this whole experience has been like for you, because it's pretty wild.
It's absolutely mental, isn't it? I can't believe we've made it to 5 series, and I genuinely love it, and I love being a part of it. I love what it means to like families, and now I've got a son of my own. I can sort of fully understand what it means for people to sit down with their family and watch something together. And I get it all the time. People come up to me and go like, "Oh, it's the only show that our 13-year-old will sit down and watch with us," and you know how much that means to people is so nice. So I'm so glad to be a part of it, and long may it last.
Absolutely. Is there one character that you've looked at or heard the name of when you did a Bradley Walsh and completely cracked up thinking, what is this?
An air fryer. I can't even believe that existed. Absolutely insane. But yeah, I love that every series they push the boat out even further and further, and that boat was air fryer this year. Ridiculous.
Is there one artist in particular you look back on and go, I had no idea, or do you get a bit of insight?
I usually have no idea of any of them because I'm so awful at the game. But I had this series, I had, well, I mean, the ones that I don't have any idea about, and then usually I'm most sort of amazed about, is like the people that you just don't anticipate on doing the show. So like for me, that was like Michael Owen. Like when Michael Owen did it, I used to have posters of him on my wall when I was a kid, and now I'm stood next to him in a donuts costume. It's like how weird the sort of circle of life is. It really feels amazing.